When last we
Albertosaurus!
Motherfucker. When last we left our chosen, Lev gets a shotgun to the dick and receives a standing ovation from the crowd of people he fought alongside of. They all applaud him for immobilizing the creature and overwhelming him with embarrassment. And they overwhelm him with embarrassment. Mirrodin pulls off to the... This was during the giant creature. Anyway.
I know, but he wasn't embarrassed. He was just distraught by all the death.
Said something about embarrassed. Anyway. Mirrodin pulls him off to the side streets to apologize for the way he handled Lilia. The two make up, and then the meeting for the final battle begins. Shaldoon calls everyone able to come to Lev's Tavern for a meeting. The Heroes Guild elites have returned, and they have bad news. The enemy has 48 galleon-sized warships, 50 soldiers per ship, plus commanders, and 4 cult heads. They will be here in about 12 hours. Shaldoon immediately has a heart attack. Lumine and Ronvald leave the room as they have something on their minds. Those that aren't hurt or exhausted are to aid with setting up what remaining resources and equipment at the port where the enemy will be approaching from. After everyone is dismissed, Lev goes to inform his family while Mirrodin goes and gets his apology set up for Lilia. Voss goes to help his daughter with the crowds of people seeking medical attention at her clinic. Mirrodin makes a heartfelt apology to Lilia, and she forgives him, but with eagerness in her eyes for after the war. Wink, wink. Mirrodin then escorts the Roka family to the safety bunkers and then meets back with Lev later. Lev tries to go see what he can do to help with preparations, but most things are handled. They just needed some help at the clinic. There, he properly meets Voss and his daughter, who runs the clinic, though first introductions were not as desired. Voss, now recognizing Lev as the brother of the bartender who serves him drinks down in the slums. The two part ways, and Lev goes to find a place to bunk out near the port, messaging Mirrodin to come meet him there. The night goes on, and they have some Brokeback Mountain inside of a tent. In the morning, or in the middle of the night, technically, sirens go off, and messages wake the party, signaling war is here. The party amass at the port, and Shaldoon places everyone into squads of 5. Lev, Mirrodin, Voss, Lloyd, and Abby as one team. They take positions, and in the distance they see the enemy armada. Hope is quickly lost in everyone's hearts, but Lev manages to inspire everyone to not give up, even when his phone is ringing, no matter what the enemy force is. People begin battle-crying and banging their weapons and screaming old ladies. As the enemy is in optimal range, something from the city flies across the sky and begins bombarding the unholy hell out of the enemy ships. The figure is seen as a dark-winged humanoid figure that flies back into the city after letting out a massive sonic boom that devastates the makeshift army Ruin had put together. The party, just barely avoiding the primary blast, proceed to the city to chase after the winged figure. It headed towards the hospital, and shortly another massive explosion is heard. As the party arrive, they see that the hospital is now just a massive crater 15 feet deep below the surface. Standing in the dust and the smoke is a dark-skinned elf woman with a glowing red eye and scars all over her body. She asks where Luvi is and asks Mirrodin if he remembers her. Seems they know each other, but Mirrodin draws a blank. Demanding the location and making threats to the party's loved ones, Voss goes into a rage, charging the woman, while Lev teleports behind her for tactical advantage. Mirrodin turns into a tree of Megadeth. After a dire battle of explosions and frostbite, Abby managed to land the final blow, piercing the drow's skull with a sharpshooter bolt and rendering her defeated. The party take a breath of relief as she falls to her knees. And hold on here. Sorry, it's distracting reading stuff when my child is upstairs stomping the floor as his default walking method. Yeah. As the final blow is struck and the drow woman falls to her knees, she holds her wounds and looks up at all of you with just a look of pure hatred. I had the literal power of God. How were you able to defeat me?
Boss doesn't say anything. He just coughs and holds his heart.
He's like, just crap, Rona.
Well, fuck.
Lev, you are like sickly looking from all the necrotic
Yeah.
damage draining you.
just,
You look like cancer.
just cough up. I just cough up blood.
You look like Deadpool feels.
Oh God. That's pretty funny, actually. Just cough up blood and just
Ass crippling cancer.
no kidding. Oh, I have no words. I guess.
Everybody looks to Mirrodin now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look to Mirrodin.
Mirrodin?
Mirror.
Meriden brushing the burnt leaves off his skin.
Mirrodin?
Is Meriden alive?
Yeah,
Probably
Raven's
muted.
alive.
Just couldn't think.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone is currently looking at you, including the evil lady.
Yeah, just all looking
Expecting you to talk.
Lloyd, like,
Wow.
Lloyd tries to, like, walk down with everyone else, but he kind of just tumbles down, like, the sand dunes of the crater. He's like, oh, fuck. He's got a face full of sand.
I guess what I'll say is, even a god won't stop us from protecting our home.
The drow woman kind of just looks down as, like, not blood, but, like, this black Icarus substance oozes out of the two holes on the side of her head from where the bolt went in and where it came out.
Can I incite that black liquid stuff?
That would be
For
more
history?
of medicine.
Uh,
Or
Medicine?
maybe
Medicine?
or maybe an arcana.
I want to do medicine.
I got a 0 to both of them, so I'll go with medicine.
I'll roll Arcana
I can't-
because I don't know.
Boss, you don't know what it is. Dark elf, dark blood. That's the only thing you can think of. Lev is magic blood. Meriden, that's not
Nice.
blood.
Is it her brain?
No. Based on what you can tell, that is corruption.
Oh.
When something is physically corrupted, its body starts to ooze this black Icarus substance, usually from either a demon, a evil god, or just something that tainted whatever was untainted. So the stuff coming out of her head is not supposed to be there.
Got it.
Which is also
Okay.
probably going to explain why she got shot through the head and is still talking.
Yeah.
She looks up to you. I just wanted to take back Luvi as my own. I just wanted something to call my own.
Mirren kind of tilts his head to the side. But you're already dead, aren't you?
She kind of just like takes her hand off her head and looks at like the ooze, the black ooze on her hands. And she sees it dripping from her face now. I did. I was. I am. The drow's body begins to turn to dust and crumble apart in on itself, and it just blows away in the wind.
I'm gonna step away from the creepy ass dust.
It's like, oh,
I'm,
I don't want to breathe that in. That's cancer.
I'll I won't say a prayer, but I'll give her a bow, I guess.
Okay.
I was thinking of thanking her after her death, anyways, because she did wipe out that army.
Yeah, pretty
Sure.
much.
And then proceeded to wipe out a large portion of the city.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hostile, regardless of the help.
And your army that you put together within a short period of time kind of just got one-shotted and then it fucked off.
Yeah.
So it's like the sonic boom took the shape of a middle finger. As you do your bow, Lev, when you raise your head back up,
Hmm.
from the ashes of her body, a shadowy figure arises. You feel
Capture it.
malicious intent piercing into you from its gaze.
Oh.
From the shadowy figure, two eyes begin to emerge.
Arcana check.
Sure.
Ah,
Boss, you've met this, but not in this form. You guys get the sense that this is probably whatever gave that drow her pop. Fuck, that's a head beast stew. Whatever gave the drow her power, this is the source. The shadowy figure. But
I
Voss,
just feel a chill
yeah, Voss,
from the
yeah, you know
top
exactly.
of my head down my spine.
Yeah, Voss, you know exactly what this is, or who this is. The shadowy figure begins to speak to you, but you don't see a mouth. You don't hear words. It's speaking directly into your minds. This was but one of my chosen. More will come, and each one stronger than the last. For every victory raises your chance of defeat. And Lev, as you're looking at it after your bow, it's this shadowy tendril kind of like stretches out and just caresses your face.
oh.
It
Can I
Ah.
hold on,
can I kind of
hold on.
jump in to try and? Okay.
It feels almost completely tangible, but it fades in and out. Like you feel it go through your face, like your cheek, a little,
Yeah.
but then like you don't feel it at all.
Basically, like a phantom limb.
Yes, except for it's your cheek, and
Okay.
it's just like, stop, stop touching it.
I'm going to instantly be like, danger! And I'm going to swipe at it with my sun blade and jump back.
Um, roll. Hold on, I gotta roll something for that because how many nat ones did that thing have? And it even deactivated at one point.
3. Yes.
Ooh, you're just hitting it with a handle.
I thought I still had it activated.
Yeah,
Because I had it activated.
but it's also after battle now, and it is mechanical. So it was on when you're having the last rounds, but it is a consistent energy blade. So if it's
Ah,
having malfunctions, which it did start to have,
it definitely
I
did.
just
Got it.
rolled. I just rolled to see if it was still being active or not.
Gotcha.
It doesn't seem broke. It just seems like it needs just like a bit of
Maintenance.
yeah, like
Yeah.
sharpening a sword. But as you
Pretty
try to
much.
swipe at it, the handle just goes through it like smoke.
Yeah.
And you just hear soon, very soon, I'll be able to caress the faces of all my servants.
No.
And the figure just disappears with sinister laughter echoing in your minds.
Okay, cool.
It's like, ah, touch me.
I kind of before she had that tentacle thing, as you said it was happening. I kind of wanted to throw my character in front as a self-sacrifice thing because that seems like the kind of thing my character would do.
Yes, from a distance.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I meant anyway. Um, well, as you guys are staring at that, and Lev, your face feels weird. Um, let's see here. The just in the nick of fucking time, Lumine, followed by Ronvald and everyone else that was still like not beat to shit, begin coming over because the course of a battle is like seconds. Sometimes a minute or two.
Yep.
So to go from the port to here, it took them a bit.
Easier.
Yeah, but you see what remains of the makeshift ass army. Everyone's kind of like bandaged up, just like helping each other move. Everyone's kind of hobbling. Everyone looks like shit, worse than you guys actually. They took the brunt of like this huge shockwave.
Technically, I did too,
You
but
got
yeah.
blasted through a building, but they were in like front center with the blast. You were like the outside of the blast.
Goddamn.
Yeah, everyone that was ready to lay down their lives are here staring at you again, just like literally 12 hours ago. And just without saying anything. Like that scene in Lord of the Rings Return of the King when everyone kneeled down for Frodo and his friends. Everyone's doing that for you guys. And it's even weirder for Lloyd because he's a halfling. He's just standing there awkwardly with a face full of sand.
Okay.
I'll just be very confused and look at Mirrodin and Voss. And
I want to
Abigail.
do. I'm exhausted right now. My character.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a con save to see if I'm able to stand still?
Sure.
Alright. Asking the DM if this is an okay roll. Because I've got heart problems.
Well, the thing with that was you just get exhausted. You get a point of
Yeah.
exhaustion. That's all. It's not gonna knock you out or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Alright.
Your chest. I mean, you did take your heart medicine anyway. When you got up, I believe, when you got up from the house and went to war, I believe you did take a pop of your pills. But anyway, the guild elites, the city guard captain, and Rufus Cloudbane. Why is roll 20 being like this now? Hello? Really? Really?
Limitations on the feat I can choose?
Just prerequisites.
Anyway, back now. I got the recording back up.
Cool.
Okay, did you hear what we said?
No.
Okay. So basically, I backed away while emphasizing Lev. and
Lev.
he and Mirden did a roar uproariously while
Mirrodin
um
was very shy.
yeah, and I'm trying to kind of walk away from the crater
I
right now.
copied Loon.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. I gotta reset roll 20 on my DM side.
Okay.
All good.
I
Bean,
love the
bean, Mayashi.
internet.
Bean, bean, Mayashi, Mayashi.
Yeah, I love technical difficulties. My music's deciding to not work. There we go. God.
Gleesh.
Yay, read roll 20s, bang. I'm gonna be stupid. Okay, where was I again? Everyone's kneeling down. Lord of the Rings, Return to King style. Lord feels super awkward because symbolism. And then you guys are about to do something, and that's when I cut out.
Yeah, Lev, Roko, and Mirden roar. Mirden was shy about it, and I backed away and started heading up the crater, trying to walk away awkwardly.
Cool. The moment you do that, Voss, the current guard captain stops you.
Okay.
Right. Voss, where do you think you're going?
I take my hand, put it behind my head. I shrug awkwardly and scratch the back of my head. I didn't say anything, but that's my reaction to that.
Well, I was gonna ask, how would you like your old job as city guardsman back?
My eyes just wide open. I'm like,
I think given the situation, the king would approve of this and clear up what happened in the past.
I'm gonna do a willpower save right now, whether I'm gonna cry or not.
Okay, that would be that would actually be a charisma save.
Okay.
Emotions.
You don't start crying, but you kind of do that like thing where you like you raise your cheekbone, or not your cheekbones, but like the tips of your cheek, kind of raise them up, just like sniffing back, holding it, like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I just nod. I can't speak right now. I'm happy.
He grabs you with he grabs your hand with one hand, and he puts his other on yours, kind of like sandwiching your hand, just shaking it. He has like a big beastly grin because he's a wolf man.
Yeah.
Lev and Mirrodin, the guild elites kind of come over to you. Steiner, the old eye patch man. That speech he gave before the shit hit the fan at the port gave everyone the strength to keep going, despite buildings collapsing on us. The city. He kind of just like pauses and kind of like his eyes widen a bit, and he just comes to a realization. The city and every single one of us would be dead if it wasn't for you all.
Die.
I mean that thing wiped out a fucking army, but then you just kicked its ass.
Speechless. I'm speechless.
Yeah, Steiner's also kind of like a little bit speechless now. He's like sinking. He's like, wait, these bottom of the barrel guys just fought something that wiped us all out and won. perspective. You see Diane kneeling down to Lloyd, kind of like picking him up, brushing the sand out of his face.
Which one was Diane again? Sorry?
Diane was the blonde chick in the Heroes Guild with big boobs.
Alright.
What did I had something. No, sorry, not Diane. Shoko, the guild doctor. She's kneeling down to Lloyd to see if he's all right, because he kind of almost died from an explosion. So
Yeah,
you just, I mean, she's standing right there with you guys. But Lloyd, your teammates didn't die this time. Do you feel like you've overcome your past history? She looks to like his team, Mirrored and Lev. I don't think they mind having you around. And well, even though he's a grown man, he just looks like a little shy kid. He's like, I guess.
I guess.
He's just all shy and bashful.
he's got. I just picture him like doing that little kid move where he lifts up his legs, switches around, and kicks the dirt a little.
A little bit like that, yeah. Diane comes to you, Lev. Sorry. She mentions that I just finished talking with the guildmaster on sending. He felt another heart attack coming, but hearing all the news kind of relieved him.
Oh, thank God.
He said that I think he might be, well, I mean...
I don't think the old man could survive another one.
I'm surprised he survived as many anyway. He said in a panic that he's going to ask the king to reinstate your family's nobility status.
Sweet. I lagged out a bit there. I don't know what you said.
She said that the guildmaster is going to talk to the king about reinstating your family's nobility status.
Yay!
All of a sudden, the tycoon in the back of your mind
All
begins
right,
to
I'm not.
emerge.
Yeah, I'm not crying. I'm just all of my ideas and thoughts are finally becoming.
All of the Griffith is coming out.
Hey, don't give it away.
Are you serious?
Well, it's a joke.
It's a joke, but
I made a joke earlier about it. It's just
Oh,
very, very accurate joke. Anyway,
yeah.
Mirrodin.
Mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello? I'm
Yes.
here. What's up?
Agatha, if you remember her, the one that performed heart surgery on Vickle. Do you remember
Right,
her?
okay.
All right. She comes
Sure.
up to you. What do you mean, sure? You helped her perform surgery.
Her memory sucks, okay? You gotta give her some...
Surgery. Open heart surgery. Okay. Well, she comes over to you, and she's like, Mirrodin, you got some burnt leaves on you. She kind of starts brushing them off. You're still on fire a bit. She asked you, how would you like to join the Druids Collective to help fix the damage to the city and the surrounding nature?
Ooh. Mirrodin's eyes light up.
It's,
Yes, he would very much like to do that.
it's a volunteer group, but we help protect nature and stop those who destroy it and clean up anything that would be polluting it.
Sounds like my place to be.
Anyway. Who else had something to say? You see someone coming running through the crowds, just like a bulldozer, towards you, Lev. Roll perception.
Oh boy. The perception.
10? Yeah, you
Yep.
see Ruby coming running at you, just barreling towards you. Alright, she stops. She has some slight injuries, slightly bleeding off the forehead, but nothing serious. I'm just bleeding out of the skull. It's fine. She's like, oh, holy crap! I came running when I saw that thing. You already beat it.
I'm gonna like wipe the blood off my lip and like, yeah, we beat it.
Wipe the cancer off your ass.
Yeah.
She looks at you. Is like, I'm almost scared to have a rematch with you now. And I'm a little excited. Fear.
Fear boners. Plenty.
And Voss, you feel.
I'm always down for a rematch, and I wink at her.
You kind of see her cheeks turn a little red.
Ha!
Voss, you feel something smack you on the side.
Do I flinch?
It's not like hitting you in the ribs to hurt you.
I
Just
know,
like
I know.
someone
but
came
I
up to you and just
imagine-
smacked you on the side.
I'm picturing it's my daughter. I don't know for sure. Do I flinch at this reaction if it's her?
I mean, it is your daughter.
Okay, so I'm gonna flinch reflexively.
She's like, oh god, don't kill me. Hey, Dad.
I slowly turn to look at her.
As you're doing it, hey, Dad.
Mm.
She kind of just looks at you, kind of grumpy at first, and then to like a sort of proud smile. Mom would be proud.
Oh.
Okay, that brings a tear to my eye.
Immediately, Voss just breaks down crying.
No, just a single tear. Just
Oh, another charisma save.
alright, fine.
You just hug your daughter, single tear, and you're just like, thank you. Trying to be the manliest man that ever man, but. Abby kind of just like walks over after being hit by air blasts, explosions, and frost blasts. She has like a mixture of weird wounds on her skin from all the elemental blasts. Lev.
Lev, here.
She kind of like just holsters her hand crossbow, the one that killed the boss.
Yeah.
I've completed my mission. The one your father gave me, the one I thought I couldn't do.
Huh.
That was the Dark Chosen of Helkin.
Oh.
When her essence came out of her after we destroyed her, I knew right there, this is the Dark Chosen I was searching for. The one I had to kill.
Huh. What are you gonna do now then?
She kind of just like looks lost. I no longer have a mission. I think now I should try to find my own purpose for myself. Maybe open an orphanage for children. Like this Luvi that was mentioned. That she was trying to kidnap and she blew up a hospital for.
Yeah.
So if anyone trying to steal children for evil purposes, well, she pulls out her crossbow again, they'll have to go through me. And that's not gonna happen.
I like that idea.
After everyone kind of jerks you off a bit, a couple hours go by, wounds are attended to, the civilians and everyone else in the safety bunkers begin coming out once they hear that the coast is clear. The city's not on fire, except the surrounding area by the crater, but it's mostly just destroyed area anyway. Lev, you immediately see your entire family running towards you like a stampede. Roll a dexterity save.
Oh no. Ah.
Can Mirrodin
Yes,
kind of
you can also do a
move to the
dexterity.
side?
You can also do a dexterity save.
Meanwhile, Boss is trying to slink away with his daughter.
Your daughter's making you stay here. Mirrodin, you're almost knocked over. You're kind of just like hanging on to Liv as they all kind of just bum rush you and just go in for like a giant family hug.
Yeah. The loves.
Your mom is crushing like both of you, and you feel like your back kind of like as a overbearing mother hug crushes you. I knew you'd win, but I was still worried.
I just cough up a bit more blood again. Mother, please. Still sore.
She lets you go. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Lilia kind of sneaks up behind you, Meriden. Kind of just tapped you on the shoulder.
Reardon kind of startles and turns around to greet her.
Mir. So you survived. And it seems you're a hero now, not just a job title.
Ooh.
Ooh. I wouldn't
gotta-
really use the word hero, but
Mirden's blushing. I can see it in his
Pants.
dark complexion.
You can see it in his pants.
I mean,
She kind of just very, very humble, or not humbly, just like complete 45-degree angle. Or I guess 90-degree, yeah, 90-degree angle bow. I'm sorry I came on to you so strongly before. It's just I've lived most of my life as a peasant. And it's almost impossible to find anyone to date. Most guys don't even want anything to do with some bum girl living in the slums. Or if they do, they just want to be a possessive douchebag who tries to own you.
yeah, that's good.
So,
Well, I'm also sorry for not being able to handle or even like react properly to anything that you've done because like while you might be just like a girl from like the city, I am
city
from
girl.
like this druid camp all the way out in like the forest and never experienced anything like this before.
As
This city is
she stands back up straight, she kind of just like holds both of your hands. So how about maybe we just try dating normally if that makes you feel more comfortable?
yeah, Mirrodin kind of smiles and chuckles. Yeah, normally sounds good.
Lilia's face is like beating red right now, and Katya kind of just comes over, slinks an arm around her shoulder. Oh, Lilia finally learning restraint. I will sew your fucking lips shut, Katya.
I'm just gonna burst out in laughter, like. That's funny.
All of a sudden, mommy senses kick in, and Luvi comes running over to Ruby and jumps into her arms like a puppy.
Oh.
He just jumps into her arms, just like full cage hug around her. And she's just like, "You're not dead this time." She just starts crying, like in her. I was gonna say in her chest, but I was like, that's just her boobs. It's all boobs.
Oops.
Yeah, Ruby's like, just like hold. Well, she doesn't even need to hold her. She's like latched on like a backpack. I just pats her on the head a bunch, trying to calm her down. I say, "Yeah, twice is enough for one lifetime."
I just.
Go ahead.
I just look at Luvi and smile, very calm and knowing that she's safe.
Uh-huh.
Kind of
And this is also
very,
go ahead.
very pleased knowing that I saved her.
Yes. From Psycho Dark Elf Girl.
Yeah.
The guard captain, Lupus, he comes over. Well, now with the threat gone, we could lift a lockdown on the city and bring in some help from the outside. We're gonna need it. And he just like looks at the direction everyone came from towards the north, where the port is, and it's just like complete ruins. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a long year.
What was the guard captain's name again?
Lupus Rex.
Okay,
Do you need that spelled or?
no, I was just gonna, before he headed over, But you said he headed over?
I mean, they're all standing here in the same area. We just walked, like,
Yeah,
specifically
I
to
kind of
Liv.
wanted to kind of shuffle him away from the crowd for a second so I could mention in passing that the dark elf woman that we just murdered was after a kid named Luvi. I don't know her name because I still don't think I've met her besides now.
Yeah, I don't think you've actually met her until now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just mention the name in passing to the guard captain.
Child named Luvi, and he's looking at the crater. And she did all this trying to find her. Well, that's something I have to investigate. But for now, we need to focus on fixing the city.
I just nod.
And gotta get you back in the swing of things.
I just kind of quiver again.
This man makes me quiver. Anyway. As everyone kind of just like talks amongst themselves, everyone coming from the safety bunkers reuniting. Time goes on. No more bad things happen for now.
Yay.
A week passes, and a week goes by, and reconstruction has begun once some of the injured have gotten back on their feet. The hospital is the first thing on their rebuilding plans because they need medical attention room.
Yeah,
By,
I've been probably just helping out with the clinic.
I'd imagine you all will be helping with the reconstruction. Hospital's the first thing on the rebuilding plans, followed by the residential and port districts. Then the Heroes Guild Hall is last. Charldoon mentions that the Guild Hall is it's just a building and it's not important, so it can wait. Lev, Mirden, and Voss, you all help out with whatever things you can, bringing materials to site, doing heavy labors. There hasn't been much rest each day as the city has much to fix, but you try to get your socializing in between whenever you can. After that week, you all get the announcement. The war with Zion ends. And you receive word that all of your brothers, the 3 brothers that went to war, are coming home alive. As do the rest of the entire Rune army, so thousands and thousands of people are going to be flooding into the city, causing overpopulation problems. But Lev, one day when you're about to get back up and go, the one morning you get up and you're about to go to work helping with the city and all that and getting your tavern. In fact, you were just about to go get your tavern set up. You hear a knock on the door and you hear murmurings. Is this the place? I don't know. I thought we were still in the slums.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll go open the door.
And looking at you is Mikhail, Marco, and Yuri coming in for a giant hug. Brother!
Oh God!
It's
I'm gonna be
Ben
bursting in
Terlov.
tears.
He is crushing you with his robotic arms. He has robotic arms now.
What happened to his arms?
The war happened to my arms. And then I happened to the war.
I'm gonna give him a good knock on the head with my fist and be like, "You're not supposed to get hurt, you dope."
Well, with this, I don't feel anything.
Fair enough.
It kind of just like bumps his knuckles. There's just a loud clang clang.
Weirdo.
Yeah. He's got fully robotic prosthetic arms.
Huh.
Yeah. You see, what was it? Oh, I gotta check your brothers here. Because I had, which one was it that had the leg? Uh,
You even did rolls for stuff like this to determine.
I determined who got which limb as for prosthetics. They were at war
Oh,
for
that's
quite some
cool.
time. I just where the
Oh, yeah.
fuck is there's the family list. All right. So Yuri had the 2 arms. Uh, what was it? Marco? I
Polo.
should have just wrote it in my script instead. Elder's Night, no. Cal. I believe it was Mikhail that got. It looked like he was shot in the face, and his eye is basically Kano's eye from Mortal Kombat.
Huh?
And Marco has a prosthetic leg.
Got it.
Yeah. So they come back cybernetically enhanced.
I look at Mikhail and I'm like, did it hurt like son of a bitch?
I was shot in the face.
I'm like, yeah, but did you die?
Does it look like I died?
I look at him, a little bit.
The red glow on the lens kind of just glares up.
And then I'm gonna give him a big hug and say I missed him.
He kind of just does like just like not really that concerned, just like a pat on the shoulder. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Marco, however, he walks over and you just hear a clank, clank, clank as like his left leg, whenever it touches the ground, it's just clank from the metal.
We should get you some slippers or something.
They just rip off. I've tried literally everything. You look at the foot and it's like it's got some sharp edges around the base of the foot.
Huh.
And where the toes are. Good for scratching things though.
Fair enough, I guess.
You hear footsteps coming from behind you, from inside the house, and immediately you hear.
I'm gonna let them
What
go ahead and do
the
it.
fuck happened to you guys? It's what happened to my babies? She just grabs all 3 of them. It's like, oh god! And she's just crushing all of them in a giant hug. It's good to see you too, Mom. Don't worry, we're fine. God, please, we're very sore.
He don't mess with mama.
It's like, what happened to your arms? What happened to your, like, what happened to your eye? She's just like going all analyzing all 3 of them, just shifting from one to the other. What happened to you? Well, wars. I don't care about that. What happened? I got hit by a laser. Marco here got hit by an explosion, blew his leg off. Mikhail got shot through the head. That's what happened. He didn't die. She's just like trying to like grasp his face. Her hands are just like fidgeting. Just. I don't know how to feel about all of this. She kind of just like walks off to the side, kind of just like hunches over a bit, just like almost hyperventilating. seeing her 3 eldest come home, half robot. So everything still works fine? Yes, we're fine, Mom. Jeez. He's kind of like, he just like does stuff with his hands. His hands spin around in place. I could do this too.
Huh.
Yeah, Mirrodin, you're being dragged out, just by the collar, just forcefully dragged out. You're in your onesie pajamas.
Yeah, I forgot he had a onesie.
You're just a big old panda.
The pajamas.
Yes. And yeah, you come to meet your future brother-in-laws. And they all looked down at Hugh Meriden and was like, "Oh, you
What the footies do?
adopted another child? Are you trying to replace us?"
Lev just can't stop laughing. He's just in a laughing fit.
It's like, "No, that's Lilia's boyfriend. Lilia has a boyfriend." Marco is just like, "Okay, time out. I can't process this right now. She got a boyfriend. Okay, I'll just pretend that's the thing."
And kind of shrugs. To be fair, it's only been a couple of days, so
It's been a week.
it's a week, whatever. Same thing.
Fair
So
enough.
it's still pretty new.
So, the guy with the not Yuri, I get their names. Mikhail, the one with the robot eye, part of his face, kind of just like leans into your face, just too close for comfort, just way too close. You see the glow in his red lens. So, which base did you get to?
Ah,
Lev just can't stop laughing.
Leaning completely forward, just like ass pointing outward, face forward in yours. Which base did you get to?
okay.
Yeah, which base? Second base, third base, home run?
He's on the bench.
You just hear Yuri. Lev and
Like,
Yuri are just
completely
like, yeah. Lev and Yuri are just like just almost completely synchronized laughing. He's on the floor laughing.
I'm just teasing Mirden.
Mirrodin doesn't know what bases are. Or
No,
what
he does
baseball
not.
is.
Yeah.
Mirrodin kind of gets that little frown on his face.
It's like,
He's
I don't
like,
understand you city folk.
yeah.
At this point, like, Lilia kind of comes out. She is wearing a very ruffled, just like a big jersey. It's just a single piece. And she kind of just like walks out, kind of like puts one arm like around your shoulder and the other hand just resting on your shoulder, and just stands next to you. It's like, oh, our brothers are back. Oh, great, our brothers are back.
And Mirrodin says to her, and they seem to be sharing a joke.
Yeah, she kind of
At
just
my
like,
expense, it looks like.
yeah, she rests her head on your shoulder as they're laughing at you. Oh, I wonder what it could be about.
They said something about bases. I
Immediately,
honestly
her
don't.
eyes widen, just like broken glass. You just hear glass, and her eyes widen.
That's when Lev stops laughing. He's like, ooh, ah.
Not
Anyway.
not in the angry in a oh that.
You might have to explain this to me later.
I will later. She kind of just like pats you on the lips with her hand. We'll stop talking about it.
Okay, Lev isn't the only one constantly laughing. I'm still laughing.
Yeah, across the city, you just hear a ha on the bench.
Holy.
It's like, fuck you, boss. Lev, you look at the mailbox outside, and it is crammed. It's almost about to explode in a very cartoonish manner with papers.
Don't mind. I will go collect the mail.
Okay, roll a dexterity save.
Oh, Jesus. Achoo.
Okay, you matrix dodge as this literal geyser of papers blast out of this tiny little mailbox, and it seems to be job applications to your tavern.
Don't. Whoa. Oh. Uh, I guess I will be going through these.
Okay, that'll be as you pick them all up. It's like, oh god, they're all of them. I don't think I can afford to pay that many people. It's like the first thought that goes through your head. You don't even have money right now. So you pick them all up, and do an investigation.
Eh.
Okay, he's like, okay, you're gonna have to sit through this during like breakfast and a coffee and some
I'm just gonna be.
bagels.
I'm just gonna be sitting at the table, just going flipping through as I.
You're picking out which ones are good for now until you can afford more.
Yeah. Yeah. As I dead ass, just kind of take a very slow bite and a little slurp every now and again.
I know this is metagaming. I really am sorry, but you forgot to mention to your brothers about your tavern and getting possibly getting your status back.
That's
That'll be
that
something
that
that'll happen on its own. Probably the
yeah.
mom will
Right.
explain all that.
Yeah, I figured the mom would do that, whereas I got business to take care of. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Alright.
Business indeed. Oh God. um, let's see. Yeah, you're looking through all. It's like you pick out enough to like fill all the current roles that you need,
Yeah.
and then you're like, well, you you grab the stack of application sheets that you want, and you head on down to the tavern, I suppose. That's where the interviews will be taking place.
Pretty much.
Does Mirrodin want to go with him, or does Mirrodin want to spend the morning with Lilia?
Uh, sorry, what is Love doing again?
Lev is going to do job interviews for employees to his tavern.
Oh, okay. Have fun with that. Yes, Mira will
Wow.
happily spend the day with Lilia.
She is excited.
Maybe I will. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds boring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Screw
And
you
Lilia,
too, Mirrodin.
yeah, it's like, and now Lilia is just super excited.
Oh no.
But though your brothers just came back, you do have a lot to do in the city. Not just with the tavern, you also have help reconstructing as well. So you're gonna have a busy day on that. But
Yep.
as you are going to the tavern, Voss, you are getting your guard uniform kind of updated and repaired to the more recent style of it.
You want to take your time? I want to go make some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Make me some too.
Okay.
Yeah, just send it in the mail.
Is it getting refitted on me right now?
You're just your old outfit because you kind of wore it to the final battle. It's kind of damaged. You're getting it repaired, like at the the white silk shop. The
Alright.
white drider lady is fixing up your outfit for you and kind of like updating it to the newer design of the city guards.
Yeah.
Right. So this giant white drider woman is kind of just like making your suit a little bit more fancy, and try it on. Kind of just like like a baby. She kind of just plops it onto your head, trying to shove it on.
I kind of try and take it from her and put it on myself.
Well,
I feel like I'm older than her.
You have no idea how old this monster lady is.
I feel old, so I think she's younger than me.
In terms of appearance, sure, but she is technically part Fae, so.
Oh, I understand that. It's just my character's age
You have
wise,
old
human
man
years
syndrome.
speaking. Yeah.
Anyway, you grab it and kind of just shove it on yourself, and yeah, it fits. It feels a lot better than when you put it on during the last battle. And it's like smooth to the skin. It has like this weird silky material to it that you've never felt in normal clothes before.
What is? Feels odd. I've never felt this before. As
Well,
quote DM.
I use my own silk.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, from my butt.
Thank you.
All of my clothes are made from it. She kind of just leans down. All of them.
Sorry you cut off there.
Oh, I whispered. She
Oh.
just leans down to your face and just says, all of them. All of her clothes, including the underwear.
I just give her. I kind of hold up my hand and cough. Interesting. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Well, it was the least I could do for one of the heroes of Frown.
I don't think of myself as a hero. Just there to help.
Well, that's what heroes are. She kind of just like, with her large ass legs, she kind of just like walks over all the counters and tables and stuff like that and goes back to like what she was working on before you came in. So now you got a new fancy ass guard uniform.
Can I take a peek and see what she was working on before?
Roll perception.
Alright. And it's been a week. I have all my stuff back, right?
Yes. Yeah, everyone is at full power, obviously.
Yeah. Perception, you said?
Yes. She just seems to be working on like a new line of clothes.
Oh, yeah.
So you leave the shop.
I was kind of...
Oh, go ahead.
My old man was curious if she was working on underwear.
You don't know. Not with that roll.
I know, my perception isn't good enough.
Yeah, she's working on, though, it looks like a new line of clothes.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, you head back up to the surface because it's an underground shop, and yeah, it's like mid-morning. You have to go into the guard office. I'll put some casual music on. You head on to the guard office to report in for your first day back on the force. Since you did accept the job, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And at the office, still being like some construction because the hospital is right next door, so there's a bit of damage.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like a bit of construction being done, but not like full building being rebuilt. So there's still a guard office. You go inside, and inside you see, who was it that was still there? See, most of the guards are a little injured and still recovering. The guard captain, he seems good. He's in there. You see the big wolf man, Lupus Rex. He's just standing there in like the main hall, kind of just like trying to get a tally on like who's able to even come into work right now. He's like, oh, great, it's just me.
Does he just say that as I walk in?
Yeah, he's just like looking around. He's like looking at like a pocket watch, and he's like, I guess it's just me today. He turns around and sees you. Oh, never mind.
Here to help with what I can.
Good. Why was it that the old people are more up and at 'em and fit than the young? Kind of just like rubs his forehead.
We both sigh in unison.
Yeah, just in unison. It's like, well, it's been a quiet week. It's mostly just been things being rebuilt. No crimes have been committed, but last time this happened for a day, that incident at the Heroes Guild where it exploded and a giant monster attacked happened. So
yeah,
I'm the only one who's paranoid. I think everyone else is just taking it easy.
Thank you.
Or slacking off.
I agree on the second one there.
So
By
it's
the
just
way,
gonna
to
be.
the DM
Oh, what?
itself, sorry to interrupt. I was wondering if the guards are like the Heroes Guild in the sense that they have sending stones too.
Yes and no. Oh god, what was it that I had a thing for the city guard? They don't have like a ascending badge like the Heroes Guild. Fuck, did I put it in? Backgrounds. Did I not make one? No, I didn't. No, they do not.
Alright,
But they generally work in twos.
alright.
So
So,
I guess it's just me and you.
alright. What's on the agenda, sir? And I make him,
Well, he holds out.
mock salute.
He unravels a scroll that comedically extends down and goes across the floor to the other side of the room. Well, it's just patrols. He throws the scroll away. It's just patrols. There's no incidents, no missing people, no nothing right now. So just patrols until something happens. Hopefully nothing. But there's always something.
It's always something.
So
Kinda,
since we're
it's
short,
too eerie quiet.
yeah, since we're short staff, we're gonna have to split up.
Okay.
I want you to take the slums, or the northern half of the city, or as much of it as you can, starting from the guard office all across through the warehouses, through the port, and then down into the slums. Alright, I'll be taking the southern half.
I give him a big ol' slap on the back and
And
head off to duty.
And if you do get in trouble, instead of using that javelin as a weapon, throw it in the sky. I'll see it.
Alright. That's actually really smart. We should get that issued to everyone.
Well, I mean, that was a personal thing that you had. Not everyone can have a javelin of fucking lightning. Well, anyway, so
I'm just muttering under my breath that should be mandatory for everyone to carry one in case.
I mean, if we could, he turns to the camera, fund that for the city guard, then we should. Anyway, you head out onto your patrol and do me an investigation.
Let's hope for a big roll. Fuck.
Oh,
Savas, seems the old age has started to affect your mind now. You kind of get lost in the warehouse districts. You end up up at the mine entrance.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic in the area, see if anything weird's going on.
Oh, okay. So you cast Detect Magic, and nothing. You just got lost.
And I end up in the mine area.
Yep, right up at the mine entrance at the mountain.
Alright, there's obviously no guards posted in the mines?
At the moment, no.
He didn't say investigate the mines, but since I'm here, I may as well.
Okay, so you're gonna head into the mines.
Yeah.
It is dark, and you will need light sources. You're a human, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any torches?
You should.
I do have torches.
Yeah, you come with them as like your standard gear.
Yeah.
Okay, so you light up a torch.
Yep.
You head on inside the secret optional dungeon that you can't escape from. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so you head on inside and roll me another investigation. You walk inside. You find an intersection with 3 other paths, and then as well as the way you came. So 4 paths intersection. And you turn around, and you realize that you lost track of which tunnel was which. So now you're lost inside the mines.
No way.
I rolled. See if you will get lost, because it is an intersection the moment you go like through the first tunnel.
Yeah.
And then you come out.
Yeah.
The first thing you come to is a 4-way intersection. And since the mines have been not really been used right now, all the torches and activity were off, so you don't know which way is which. So
Okay, hold on. You said there's torches lined up on the walls. Can I light those as I go?
you can, yes, but you didn't do that on the way in. So
Alright, I'm doing that now.
okay, so you're lighting the torches as you go, and
So I don't continue to get lost.
Alright, roll me another investigation to try to get out.
Alright.
You realize as you were lighting all 4 torches at each turn of the intersection that now they all still look the same.
Ooh.
And now you're even more lost. Actually, I gotta roll for severity as well. Several hours go by, and you're getting kind of hungry. You need to get a travel ration. Eat one of your rations. And there's no sky to throw your lightning javelin, so... You can do one more investigation. Actually, no. For this one, since you've been going in and around tunnels, and you still keep getting lost, roll me a survival, but with disadvantage.
Alright.
9. You do manage to get out of the mines, but it is the dead of night now. You wasted the entire day in there.
I'm gonna go back to the guard office.
Yeah, you head back to the guard office. They're basically like, you see Lupus Rex there doing up paperwork. He sees you. He lowers his reading glasses slightly. Hey, Voss. How was your patrol? I didn't see you anywhere when I did your patrol for you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm getting old and I got lost.
Well, he kind of just takes his glasses off over dramatically. Well, you are kind of getting back into the swing of things. It's been a while. Have you, he just sniffs you from a distance. You haven't been hitting the sauce or anything, have you?
I know.
Okay, I believe you.
I've got doctor's orders.
You smell like gunpowder, blasting sticks, trail rations. Were you in the mines? Why the fuck were you in the mines?
I thought it was suspicious. Maybe somebody was hiding out in there.
Was it part of your patrol route?
No. I got lost on the way
So
there.
you went off patrol route to go investigate the mines because you thought it was suspicious based on...
Instinct?
Roll a
and getting lost.
persuasion with disadvantage.
Alright. Persuasion. Nope.
If it wasn't for the fact we're short staff, I'd almost fire you.
Yeah.
But we're gonna work on that a lot. But
Please.
go home for the night. I patrolled the entire city. He looks like his fur instead of
Tired.
his
Yeah.
fur is ragged and coarse, like an animal that was petted way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go home for the night. I'll deal with the paperwork for the reports. Nothing happened. You're lucky. Try
Yes,
to stay on patrol route this time.
Right.
So, Voss, wasting the entire day, goes on home. Liv, roll back the clock to the tavern. Just Liv, you arrive at your tavern. Is he muted?
He went to make hot chocolate. I don't know if he's back yet.
Is he back? Is Liv back?
Well, I was back.
Whatever's
Sorry,
back.
I burned my tongue on hot cocoa.
Wow. Anyway, so as you head to the tavern, you see Lupus Rex just doing his patrols down the street, and he kind of just waves to you, right? Gives you a big old like wolf smile, and he goes back to patrolling.
I give him a wave and bow, and then go on my way.
As you arrive at the tavern, there's a lineup of people.
Oh. Oh.
Based on their appearance, they do seem to be the description of the people who applied to your tavern.
Alrighty then. I will greet them all with a good morning.
You hear a few fangirl squeeze.
Whoa. Not used to that.
Well, I mean, maybe a lot of people have tried to apply at your tavern because they wanted to work at when someone found out that one of the heroes of Ruin owns a tavern. I want to work there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how many people are there? Roughly?
What was the first list of applicants that I gave you?
Like 12, I think. Let me check. 3, 4, oops. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, I was off by one.
All right. So, do you want to interview them chronologically on the applicant list, or do you want to just pick and choose who looks interesting first?
No, we'll go from chronologically.
All right. Well, starting with, let's put on some tavern tunes.
I'm ready.
As you enter the tavern, you open the door and like there's tavern music playing. It's like, when did that? Whatever. So you pull up one of the tables, set up a chair on one side for you and another side for the individual you're interviewing. So who is the first person you're interviewing?
It is Bruce McGrill.
Okay, and so this tiefling man wearing let me get his character sheet picture. Where did I put it? Miss characters. So here, I'll just show you the fucking picture. It's glorious. This man walks in and sits down. He's a tiefling
Is he
man.
in his attire?
He is looking exactly as he is in the picture.
Cute. That is very cute.
All right.
So he has a big old stake on a little like mini pitchfork. He has a wooden shield. He has a shitload of kitchen knives and a big ass meat cleaver to his side. He sits down. Bruce McGrill.
Pleasure to meet you, Bruce McGrill. So I take it you want the cook position, huh?
I prefer the term grill master, but yes, cook.
Okay. Completely fair. You look like a grill master.
I am.
Fantastic. You want to tell me more about your experience?
Well, I won several grilling competitions. I owned a barbecue restaurant called Baby Burner. Got blown up during the attack. I have decades of grill mastery, and he slaps down this big, huge. This doesn't look like it comes from a normal livestock animal, or the size of it does not look like it comes from a normal animal livestock. He slaps down this big ass meaty steak, like from the thickness of the steak is probably thicker than like someone's bicep.
Ha.
And
Interesting.
it's perfectly grilled
I,
and savory.
I begin to drool.
Okay, so do you take a bite?
Obviously.
When you take a bite, take this tiny little dainty piece of it. It's like, how does anyone eat this?
Cut it up and then.
When you taste it, you get this sort of. It's savory at first, but when it goes down, you have this sensation of like victory in battle as it goes down your esophagus.
Ah, yes, the taste, sweet taste of victory. My God. This is a masterpiece.
He kind of just like, he just bows over the table slightly. I am humbled by your taste buds.
Excellent. Okay. So the position will be 10 gold. Oh, hold on, actually, I need to bring up my sheet. Get my information. Lines down. And that, and then that, and oh, oops, too far.
Now you know my struggles.
Yep. So the position will be 10 gold pieces a month, but you will be getting all the tips and 5% commission on all the food sold. And if we stay busy, that could be quite a bit of cash for you.
He's wearing like those like cool hip gothy sunglasses with like an orange tinge to it, but you see his eyes through the lens just kind of widen past the frames. Well then, maybe I don't need to open up my own restaurant anymore.
You do have artistic free will. Of course, there will be fixed items so I can keep a gross
He does like the big
count of things.
exasperated O face. Artistic freedom.
Yes, absolutely. With that being said, I do have one other person I would like to interview before I make a decision. But if all things go well, I would be happy to have you aboard.
He stands up, takes his little like meat poker thing, smacks it on his shield. I am ready to prove myself in a cooking battle.
Oh my God, I might actually be able to do that. Wonderful. I'm happy to hear.
Well, he steps outside, and do you bring the next cook applicant in?
Yes. Next cook applicant is Hannah Rock.
Alright. So walking in is this shirtless, big buff orc man. Not half orc, full orc, but he is like bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger buff. He's wearing gauntlets, he's got a big old chef's hat, and he's already holding a frying pan that's already heated up with some breakfast. Bacon and eggs.
Oh, it's the best way to
He's literally got a like torch, like a overly burning torch underneath the frying pan as he's walking in. And here, I will show you what he looks like.
Perfect.
The torch also seems to be a battle axe. Like a World of Warcraft battle axe. He sits down, you see the chair almost ready to give in. Because he is huge.
Oh boy.
In fact, he probably needs to use a table as a chair. He's big boy.
Big boy. Got it.
He has this big, toothy orc grin, like the big, like lower big teeth that orcs have.
Yep.
And he's got like this big jawline, and he's just looking at you with a big old smile.
Welcome, Lev Rakazowski, and I believe you are Panorok?
Yep.
Oh boy. Awesome. So you're here for the position of cook?
Yep.
Wonderful. Can you tell me about your experiences?
He's kind of just like stares off into space a bit. Pizza to Pete. It exploded. I beat Bruce, that asshole that walked out, in a grill competition once.
Oh, did you?
Yes. He holds up his battle axe. There's like a trophy belt. It looks like it belongs to like a smaller waisted person. So he just wraps it around his belt as kind of like a just a grip strap.
Huh.
Yeah, but it's a title belt.
So right now you're seen as the best so far.
His toothy jaw line grin just gets bigger and bigger, and he has like he's smiling, but he looks like he's about to like kill someone. Yes.
Yes. Wonderful. Well, it seems that little Bruce there was willing to. Let's see here. Have a competition for a position here.
He stands
Would
up.
you be willing as well?
The moment you say competition, he stands up, grabs his frying pan in one hand, flips his battle axe back into axe mode rather than torch mode. Right? And he's dual wielding axe and frying pan. And you see like all of his muscles bulging, the veins popping out. And he just grows like in size almost. Just from buffing himself up.
Fascinating. Is that a, would you care to elaborate a bit?
Elaborate as in...
What that means?
Roll an insight.
Okay. Hashu.
He is ready for battle.
Got it. Cool. Before that, though, mind if I taste that delicious looking breakfast?
Oh yeah, he's dual wielding the frying pan, but the food's still in the pan. Oh, he pulls a plate out from under his hat, places it down, and then just slides the bacon and eggs down on the plate.
I drool as I feast.
Yay, third breakfast.
What happened to second breakfast?
You just had it from Bruce.
This is afternoon lunch.
It's still morning.
Tea time. Get off me.
So
I won't be the. I'll set it up so that they will have a cook-off for the position. But the person who will decide on the winner will be Katya.
Oh, okay. Your current tavern master.
Yes.
All right. So you taste the bacon and eggs, and when you get a taste of a bit of eggs and a bit of bacon together, roll me a con check. You're still feeling like the necrosis from the battle, but when you eat this, you feel like your muscle mass is increasing.
Excellent.
Yeah, your strength is increased temporarily for the next 8 hours.
Sweet.
Yep. You have a plus
Dope.
2 on your strength.
Oh my god.
It only lasts 8 hours.
Probably won't end up using it, but whatever, sure. Dope.
It'll wear off, so.
Yeah.
So you eat that and you just feel stronger. Like you feel like your muscles kind of like bulging. I was like, what the fuck is in those eggs?
Oh my god, it's wonderful. All right. Well, then I'll set it up so that my current tavern master will be the deciding factor on whether you, Panorok, or Bruce McGrill get the position.
His smile just goes like the Grinch ear to ear. But it's like orc teeth.
Okay. With that being said, I will have to bid you a good day, for I have other people to talk to and interview.
He tries to do a bow, but he's too buff and awkward. He's too like top heavy. He's like trying to bow, but his arms are like outwards as he does it.
Do I understand what he's trying to do?
Yes, it's pretty obvious he's bowing. It's weird for buff people.
I will stand up and I will bow with him.
He gives you a bow, and tries to go back out the door. He kind of has to squeeze through a bit. Right.
Oh boy.
So, who's next on the list?
Nadia, is Nadia gonna be working, or did she decide? She probably decided not to. Eh?
Well, I mean, you didn't even. You have the tavern. You had that one night, but you haven't technically opened it because you didn't really have full staffing proper yet. This is.
I
So she wouldn't be working right now. If she is working, it's at the old place.
Yeah, I'll let her do her stuff at the old
Yeah,
place.
once your situation's all up and running.
Yep. Next person will be Slain.
Slain. Alright, I gotta find her sheet.
I go to my door and I yell out, Slain!
Roll perception.
I will roll perception. Gasp from being...
So you don't see what slithers in through the door. You just see something like the door opens, something on the ground slithers in, but you don't see it because it was low to the ground. You're behind a table. But then propping up in front of the table is this snake woman, dual wielding cups of coffee with hearts on it.
Oh. Ooh. Well, first of all, the shock. Wow, she is gorgeous.
She has 2 cups of coffee. Why 2?
I'm gonna first. I'll be like, oh, wow. Sorry, you will surprise me in many ways just now.
I have that effect on people.
Oh, I bet you do. I struggle to say my words as I'm like starstruck a bit, so I'm just like, I'm Lev. That's my name. I know my name, Lev.
My name is. Sorry, I can't do the snaky voice very well, so I have to speak as I normally do. The name is Slain.
You're wonderful.
Oh, well,
Perfect.
thank you.
Anyways, you have 2 cups of coffee?
Oh yes, one for me and one for you. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. This one's mine. This one's yours.
Oh. Wait, can I roll something to? Because I feel like there's something in that other cup.
And the one that she took for herself?
No, and the one that she gave to me.
Oh, roll perception, I guess. Or unless you're trying to like, how are you trying to see if there's something in the cup?
I guess I'll just take a sip.
All right, roll me a con check. You take a sip, and you already had a coffee during like like when you're going through the application sheets at home and sorting them all out.
Yep.
Right, so you already had coffee and all that stuff, but like you drink this, you look back, and all of a sudden the room is like whirring as you move your eyes and your head around. Everything You're moving way too fast from one sip of coffee.
Oh, I'm just gonna be like, whoa, what was in there?
You're speaking in lightning speed right now, so everything comes out like super fast. Ah, it's already kicked in. So that's cup of haste.
Holy shit, you don't say!
Yeah, I do.
Whoa! Alright, anyways, that aside, I'm gonna hold this on for later. And I put it off to the side.
She drinks hers.
Thank you for that, that was lovely.
She drinks hers, and she doesn't seem to have the same effect as you.
Did you get used to it?
Oh no, this is a different recipe. It's for it's for my kind mostly.
Alright, cool, that sounds good to me. It's hard to talk fast and get your words to catch up. So tell me more about your experience.
Well, working in a Four Seasons hotel as in the player lounge as a server. I make all kinds of homemade coffee. I mean, there's haste one. I have invisibility coffee. I have super jumping coffee. I have oh god, what? Oh wait, no, that one's poison coffee. She takes another sip of her own.
Well, as long as you like it. Yes, just don't poison the customers. Ha ha ha.
I mean, unless they ask for it.
I take it your kind of thing.
Well, I mean, I don't. Sorry, I don't mean ask for it as in they should die. I mean like some people like a bit of poison in their coffee.
Yes, you would get very well with Nadia. My sister, mind you.
She has no idea who that
Yeah.
is.
So, what position were you looking for again?
Waitress, but I mean, like, I can also, like, make stuff as well. Mostly coffee.
Oh. Well, you seem like a very, the haste is gonna start to slow down here a bit.
Yeah, like, Haze is slowing down now. You're like, oh, can I some coffee?
I just,
Yeah, basically like a barista, but also serves the tables.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Well, that was delicious coffee, and it felt amazing. With that being said, there is one other waitress position that I have lined up. If you give me a moment with them, I will let you know whether you have the position or not.
She kind of, like, her snake eyes kind of slit a little bit. She looks at her coffee. Oh, perhaps I should save this one for later. They all seem brutally competitive with each other. They all want the job working for a hero.
I can tell.
They will literally try to kill each other.
With that being said, thank you kindly, Slane, my dear.
She kind of just like gives you a wave with her tail tip as it like sticks up the air. Waves.
Hot.
And then she just she slithers out, but she's like has her front body upwards, right, upright. So as she moves out, just because of the way a snake has to move, it looks like she's swaying her hips as she goes out.
Oh yeah, voluptuous.
She's thick snake girl. Oh.
Well, from her picture, hot damn, just like that coffee.
Anyway, so 3 down, 8 to go.
Yep.
All right, who's the next one?
Next, we have, I don't know how to pronounce it, Bunyan?
Yep.
All right.
All right, so walking in is this, where the fuck is her picture? Walking in is this short, ginger-haired dwarf woman wearing, like, you know, typical, like, tavern worker clothes. She has her apron on. And she has a bowl of something that looks like it was foraged in her arms. She walks in. You think dwarf, she's going to be like kind of chunky and kind of manly and possibly have a beard. But when she walks in, She is like a angel.
Ooh.
She kind of walks in, does like that bit of a curtsy.
Oh, very proper.
She sits down at the chair, but like it's like the edge of the table is like at her shoulders.
Fair enough. I'm actually gonna get out from behind the desk, and I'm going to talk to her, uh, while standing, I guess.
Okay.
Or yeah, just because I don't want to have a desk between us while we talk.
Just looks like a kid sitting at a table.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to see that. I figured this was the more polite manners. Or I guess polite means. Um, Good morning. Bunyan, I believe.
Yep.
I am Lev Rokozovsky. Uh, you were here for the waitress position, I believe. And what is your past experiences?
Well, I'm from overseas. I actually worked in the capital Pandora as a server. I came here after politics, gee, air quotes, happened, and you might see a lot more dwarves here.
That would be outstanding.
Like a lot. Probably a whole
Damn, that's good.
kingdom size. She's kind of be like, she's stuck on the fact of why she came here.
Right. I'm not too sure what the politics is that. Would you care to enlighten me?
Well, the dwarf king Odin was assassinated, and Queen Ymir is gone completely insane and married one of the golden generals of the God King's army. And now that whole place is not a good place to live.
Ah, ooh, I'm very sorry.
Yep. And right now there's word of a internal war between the Solace family and the God King himself. So everyone's kind of just getting out of Dodge before that whole continent is sunk.
Fair enough. Well, I'm more than happy to have more people to join Rune.
She puts on the table a bowl. In the bowl looks like leaves, like brown leaves.
Oh. I'm gonna say, may I? And I reach for the bowl.
But you don't eat them.
I would like to smell them, my dear.
Oh, okay. She just like pushes the bowl over. She can't quite get the bowl all the way over the table.
I'll take it
Okay.
for her,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna waft it into my nose.
This smells like tea leaves, but a very... You've never smelled these types of herbs and leaves here in Rune. These are new.
Huh.
Roll me a... Since you're just smelling them, roll me a survival check.
Survival chakra. Ha!
Yeah, this is foreign to you, but you love the smell, and you would love to taste this in tea.
I'll let her know. I'll say, this is quite exquisite. I must try these.
Well, if you like these, you'll like everything else in my garden.
Ooh, I do like a garden.
Yeah, I grow these here in the city. I know. She's like, I didn't bring a sample of the actual tea, but I could brew up. It doesn't take very long. If you want, I could just boil up some water and make tea for you.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Lovely. Would you mind if I brought in the next person while you did that?
Sure. She takes the bowl of tea leaves and goes over to the kitchen. And you just you hear like water being poured, and as that's being done, who's the next person?
Well, see, now here's the issue, because if I already have a tavern master, there's 3 tavern masters here.
Yeah, it's just options.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring in Valtoria,
Okay.
Yarsgard.
Yeah. So you sit back down at the table. You're going through the sheets and like Valteria, you're scared, and then suddenly something familiar about that clicks in your head.
Right.
Yeah. You saved her and her father,
Yep.
and now she wants to work for you.
Yep.
Yeah. So walking in, blonde hair, human woman. Um, Outfit looks like she's a rich person. Uh,
Right.
burp.
It looks like darkness. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, any long blonde hair girl would look like
Uh,
darkness.
when she goes back to her family though, because she actually does wear the like fancy dress. I think. I don't think it's a dress.
Hers looks
Some
more. I believe the one she wore in the show was more like almost like a princessy looking dress.
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
But then like the hair was done up more
yeah,
like that instead of be tied up.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
then her clothes got ripped off, and then she had a struggle
That's
battle
not.
with what's his name, Cosma.
Yep. Anyways, I'm gonna be like, Valtoria, what are you doing here?
Applying for your position.
Oh, oh, uh, well, which position were you trying to apply for?
Well, tavern master preferably, but I guess any work experience really would be acceptable. She kind of like looks
You
to the
know,
side when she says that. Like
I
she seems to want tavern master, but really she just needs work
yeah,
experience.
yeah. I just cocked my head to the side. I'm like, well, aren't you? You would like a job? Well, okay. Explain to me why you want a job.
Well, I don't know if my dad told you anything, but our family is currently having some financial issues,
Right.
and I already studied wine blending, business management, accounting. I mastered even some homemade wine recipes, and I learned how to make my own specialty wine.
Okay. Uh, I've already got a position for a tavern master, unfortunately. However, being that you are Yarsgard and your father has helped my family as much as I've helped yours, um, what we can do is you need the work experience and the money. Um, I might not be able to pay you for the first month, but once expansions come through, which I have planned out, we can get you back on the payroll and you can assist Katya at the time. Even she can tutor you, even get you some more experience in there.
She kind of squints a little as you mention another tavern master, and she brings up her bag, her side bag,
Mhm.
and she pulls out a bottle of wine. Maybe
Oh,
this can convince you otherwise. This is my personal homemade wine.
oh, okay. I'm going to take a
She
glass and I'm going to
she
pour it
pull
in.
she pulls out two wine glasses, right?
Oh,
Yeah, and pours each of us a glass of wine.
wonderful.
It has this. At first, it just looks like black liquid, but as the light goes through the glass, you see like this purple hue around it.
Oh, that's cool.
And the aroma, as the bottle is uncorked, smells like it has that like strong wine smell to it. But you
Mhm.
smell something you've never smelled in a wine before. You can't quite put your finger on it.
Okay, I will. Yeah, there's a lot of taste testing.
People are just shoving things in your mouth.
Yeah, it's not how I want it. Anyways, I'm gonna give it a waft, swirl it around the glass. and then take a sip. I will not drink it right away. I will swish it around, get the mouth
Roll
feel.
me a Constitution save this time.
Woohoo! Let's go. Constitution doing bad.
You go blind.
Whoa! What?
All of a sudden, your vision is gone, but then it begins to reappear, as in like the center of your vision begins to like expand outwards, and you start to see things again. Right? And when you see Valtoria, she looks like the princess for some reason.
Oh.
Full change of clothes, royal garb, hair done up. In fact, you're almost 100% certain that you are looking directly at the princess.
Well,
Her voice even sounds like the princess.
I'm going to say Princess Colette.
Yes, Lev?
I'm sorry. Whoa, wait, what? I'm very confused.
What's
What was in that wine?
What wine? You don't see the bottle of wine anymore, or the glasses.
What? I'm so confused. uh, what? Can you tell me what happened?
Well, I saw a line of people outside this tavern, and I saw a lion's den, and I thought I'd go see what was the fuss about. Wanted to know what businesses are opening up in my kingdom, and sure enough, I see you.
Right. Yes. Okay, but then what happened to Valtoria?
Oh, she went home, but I had a word with her. She really would like to have this job, and I think you should hire her to run your business.
Okay. I get it. Right. I'm.
You feel very compelled to hire Valtoria and replace Katya. In fact, roll charisma save. Or, no, sorry, not wisdom save.
Ah. Alright. Fair enough.
But just as you agree to what the princess is telling you, Bunyan comes out of the kitchen with a cup of tea.
Ah.
You're just standing there looking at the princess. You see Bunyan come out. She looks like a maid to the castle for some reason.
Oh.
She comes
When
up
did you change?
I didn't. I was making you tea, and then you were interviewing Valtoria, and then you went quiet. She hands you a cup of tea.
Ah, yes, tea. I take a sip of the tea.
Everything goes back to normal.
I take it Valtoria was Princess Colette.
You're looking at where the princess was as Valtoria, and she kind of looks like wide-eyed fuck.
I'm like, Valtoria? Did you just cast a... Really?
I
mean...
she just like looks at Bunyan. I didn't know there was. She grabs her wine, grabs her glasses, and fucks off.
God damn it, that's funny. Well, I I don't know what to say, because I was gonna hire her but like the first month she wouldn't have been able to get paid until the renovations were done for the upgrade.
Yeah, you were saying. I kind of heard everything from the kitchen. Yeah, you were saying you were going to hire her. I don't know what happened. You just went quiet. By the way, that tea is it's good for purging toxins.
Oh, indeed it is. Oh, Thank you for that. It was refreshing, lovely, and came right in the nick of time.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
um, with that said, I have yet to make my final decision. I will let you know what I decide.
Okay. She grabs her bowl of tea leaves and says farewell and hopes that she'll get in contact. Or that you'll get in contact with her.
Yes, I will. And I'm gonna keep that teacup close by
There you
because
go.
it's getting crazy up in here.
You have threat of war. You have potential poisoner. You have whatever that the. Well, yeah, no, she took the wine. That's right.
I was charged.
Roll an Arcana.
Okay. Ah,
It wasn't magic. It was alchemy, but it seems to have been some sort of a psychotoxin that makes you see what you want.
got it. Yeah, no, that's what Lev would want.
Yeah.
And he would have totally done it.
Mhm. Yeah. It's a good thing she didn't try to come on to you.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Would have had PTSD forever.
Yep.
It's like,
Anyways,
are you real? I don't know.
What is going on?
Anyway, so the next person.
Next person is Reese Smooches.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a double take at that last name and be like, Smooches.
Just get some in your mouth like mouthwash. Did that tea, just swishing it around, making sure. Kissing that chocolate.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
So walking in is this human woman that looks like she belongs in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but her upper midsection definitely looks like it's from a harem anime.
Oh.
I will show you. Boop.
Hello!
Hey.
I take it you are Reese Smooches.
Last I checked, I was.
Last time you looked in the mirror?
Last time I looked down.
You got me there.
She kind of does that like arm cross thing where her arms are under her boobs and they're just kind of like pushing them up a bit.
Oh, with that said, I'm gonna readjust my focus to her sheet.
She's still standing, so when you look up, you see those first before her face.
I'll just be like, ah! Would you mind having a seat?
Sure.
Thank you.
So she goes to sit down, and they're resting on the table.
I'm gonna lean back a bit and be like, so it says here, you're quite confident in your ability to keep this tavern filled, we'll say.
I'm good at keeping things filled, yes.
Oh no. That's wonderful. However, you have a note here that says you require certain days off each month, and you will let me know.
Yeah, each month I have family issues that I hate having to deal with, but can't just forsake my family.
No, I respect that. Do you mind if telling me what those responsibilities are?
She kind of like winces a little. It's a bit personal.
Fair enough.
I mean, I know you're the hero of Rune and all that, and I know
Right?
you're
Well,
a very
keep your privacy.
accepting young man. But there's, just some things just personal, and I'd rather not talk about them.
I completely understand. So it says here you've run clubs over in Arkin.
Yes.
what brought you over here?
Well, Arkin's a little cold and unforgiving, and a little bitey, just a little bit too bitey.
Ah, yes. My brothers would say nipply.
I was gonna say more like kind of just like taps two fingers on her neck, kind of bitey.
Oh, all right.
Vamp-
That's a
vampire,
whole different kind of bitey.
vampire country.
Yeah. Are do so under the picture here, I noticed some glow in her eye. Do I notice some glow in her eye?
You do notice some glow in her eye.
Okay. Can I roll an insight to see if I can put two and two together before I ask the question?
Sure.
I want to know if she's a vampire.
That would be a religion check.
All right. If you don't mind me doing that.
She's not a vampire.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna bring up her eyes. I'm gonna say, "I'm sorry, I have to bring up your eyes. They are absolutely glowing. Is is that something you inherited or?"
She kind of like leans over the table a little bit,
Oh no.
with like her resting her chin on top of her fingers as they're interlaced, and like between the archway of her two arms, is just like her boobs coming forward. Oh, so you saw my eyes first. Oh, you're different.
Don't give me too much credit there, hon.
Yeah, it's let's say it's something that runs in the family.
Huh. All right then. Um, I don't mind giving you days off each month. Actually, that would work out, in fact, for this first month. Um, if you're willing to have a pay decrease, let's say, for the first month, starting the next month, you will get full compensation for all your work. They would be 5% commission on both food and wine, as well as I believe I have my sheet here somewhere. As I'm flipping through pages, and on my desk here, it's quite a mess because all of the people coming in and out. Along with 10 gold pieces a month. Would
That
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 interest you at all?
that works for me.
Wonderful. Then I got one more Tavern Master I need to interview, and then we can go from there.
She kind of like raises an
I'll contact
eyebrow.
you.
Another tavern master.
Yes, there seems to be three people so far. One before you, which poisoned me, and
Oh,
then
that's just no
you
good.
and somebody else. Yes,
I
and
mean,
then I take another sip of my tea.
if I wanted to convince someone to hire me above all else, she kind of just like flicks the strap of her shirt a little.
Mm-mm.
But
You're playing against my weakness. I can't have that.
well, shouldn't leave yourself exposed so easily.
I look down at my crotch. Suppose.
She kind of just has like this. She has this like not lazy eye, but like she has this like half closed eyes, and she has like kind of
Mm-hmm.
this lean back smile, looking at you when you say that.
Yep. And then I'll wink at her. Thank you. I will contact you as soon as everything's figured out.
Okay.
And then I stand up and give her my most exaggerated love bow.
Yeah. As you are coming up, she goes down for a bow as well, and oh man, you see down something.
Mm. I give her one last thank you. and it's very sincere.
You're welcome. And she takes her leave.
Cool. Awesome. Next person!
All right. Who's
Gretel.
Gretel? So, fear boner. That's what we call
Fear
that.
boners.
All right.
Yes.
So, coming through the door is this big, well, not like Panorok big, but full orc lady. For a full orc, she's actually kind of attractive, almost like a half orc, but she is full orc based on her size and the way her teeth are. She comes in. She is jacked. She looks like a brawler. She has her hair. She has long black hair, but it's like done up into two like braids that go down across each shoulder. She comes in with two mugs, which clearly smell like extremely powerful ale, and they look like war mugs, like after like a war party just finished fighting. They're having like their feast and their drink. She slams two. They have spikes on it,
Haha.
and I will show
Badass.
you Gretel. Gretel.
Hello, Gretel. I like her smile.
I like your bar.
Thank you. So, Gretel, tell me about yourself.
Well, I own 5 bars, but they're all back in my own country.
Huh. Where are you from?
I'm from the Skysteel clan territory, to the west.
Oh.
But I wanted
is
to,
intriguing.
now that the city is opened up, I wanted to kind of just experience the other part of the country instead of just orcs.
I'm gonna
Nothing
blush
else.
a bit.
It's just, instead of just orcs and nothing else.
Ah.
As she speaks, she sounds, for an orc, like a full orc, she sounds civilized in her speech manner, which is weird for a full orc. You usually see it in half orcs.
I will point that out. I will say your speech is very, very clean, and I can understand you.
She kind of squints. Oh, why were you expecting me to sound different?
No, I wasn't expecting it. However, I just experienced another man here by the name of Panorok who didn't give me many words, just a lot of. He was loud.
Oh, yeah, him. We kind of came on the same carriage here. He was too gung-ho about cooking for the locals.
Ah, I'm fine with that. It's always nice to be excited about things.
It is, but he's too simple-minded. Although his breakfast is fantastic.
Yes, that was quite divine.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm probably gonna only have room for another tavern master come this next month. I do plan to bring in more workers. I will expand throughout the year. However, I only have one tavern master right now, and I'm basically just planning for the next month for the next tavern master.
She kind of just cracks her knuckles, and it's like it sounds like stone being crushed in her hands. Well, if you don't
I'm
have a
going.
tavern master spot, I could work security.
Hot. Well, I will keep that in mind. I do have. Oops.
She also has 2 big mugs of ale on the table.
Ah, yes. What is this, if you don't mind me asking?
This is what I serve in my bars.
Ooh.
She slides one over to you. This thing's like half the size of an iron pot for cooking.
Huh.
In terms of like
That's
the volume that it can
massive.
hold.
Yeah.
Like one
That
thing
is
is like several liters of ale. It's frothy. It looks fucking delicious.
I will take a sip.
You take a sip. Roll a con save.
Achoo.
You drink it, and you feel as though something was trying to bash your face in with a truck.
I'll just. Ha! Wow. That was strong.
She looks at the
I
ale.
like it
She
though.
looks at the ale in her mouth. It's like, this is just the normal cheap stuff. She just downs hers all at once.
I'm just like, there's reason. And then I go back to my tea.
Just drinking tea. You're like, wow, that was. That would you'll need a con modifier in order to deal with her ale.
Yeah. I did enjoy it though. Hmm. All right. Well, as I said, I will get back to you as soon as I make the final decision.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
She walks out. And she kind of just like pumps a fist in the air.
Fair enough.
All right, who's next on the agenda?
I have Dula, a maid.
Cool. Leave DM.
Yeah. Have a
Did
good
you
night.
pick your feet?
No.
Okay.
I have questions.
Yes.
Whatever. I'll save for next time. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.
And then Mirrodin and Lilia made babies.
Non-consensual babies.
Against Mirrodin's will.
Yep.
All right. So, Dula, walking in is this human-looking woman dressed as a really, really hot maid. She has tiny little glasses. She has short black hair done up. And I will show you what she looks like.
All right.
Boop.
Wow, you are cute.
She
I will get up and give her a bow.
she does a bow as well, but she's like kind of holding her head as she does it.
I know what you are. I don't think Lev does though.
I am Dula.
Hello, Dula. I am Lev.
Hello, Lev.
So tell me about yourself. You would like a maid position, I take it?
Yes.
I don't have the inn up and running quite yet,
She
so
kinda
it would be quite a wait.
As you're saying that,
Oh,
she's kind
go
of
ahead.
just like analyzing the room. This place is filthy.
Um, You're not wrong. I'm sorry for that.
She just stares.
Anyways, as I was saying, I'm like, the tavern's messy.
I mean, you look around and it's like you haven't done anything with it except that first night, and it's just been sitting here for the last like what week?
Right. I guess we did
Dust
clean it, but
accumulates,
yeah,
especially
dust.
when explosions in the city happen. It tends to get
Yeah,
dusty.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. With that being said, I would be happy to hire you. Do you have any concerns with or questions or concerns for me?
No.
Okay. Um, with that said, I don't have a inn at the moment for a maid. I hope to have one built here in the next couple of months. At that time, I hope I can call on you to fill the position.
I long for the moment when I can serve you, master.
Oh, boy, careful with that word. Um, Dula, I had just a couple questions. Where did you work before this?
I worked in Arkin in one of the vampire castles as a maid.
Right. Are you a vampire?
No,
Huh.
it's broad daylight.
And then Lev feels stupid. And he's like, wow, fair point. I didn't put those two together. Fair enough. Is there a reason why you've come here rather than stay working at the vampire castle? What brought you to Rune?
As you ask her that, her eyes kind of just like pierce into your soul.
Mm.
I was thrown away.
What? Why? No, what?
My masters, my previous masters, told me I no longer fulfilled their needs. So I was thrown away.
I just go. I wanna. No. Okay. Can I hire her for my mansion
I mean,
for
yes.
home? I'm
But-
gonna hire her for a home. That broke my heart.
So you say that to her?
Yes, I'm gonna say, well, to hell with your old master. You don't have to call me master, but I would love to have you work at my home.
As you say that, her kind of emotionless gaze that she's been giving you kind of like widens. Her hands begin to shake in front of her a little, and then her head just falls off into her hands. Tula is happy.
Hold on. Wait. So, okay, the last thing I heard, or the only part of that I heard was her head fell off.
Yeah,
You gotta go back.
Okay, so as you said that, her emotionless gaze that she's been giving you kind of
Okay.
widens, and she looks like she's about to cry, but it doesn't seem like she has the physical capability of actually doing that. And her hands begin to shake in front of her, and then her head just falls off in front of her and lands in her hands. And she's looking
I was
at
gonna say, if I have the reaction speed to cast Featherfall.
No, it landed in her hands like a basket. And she just says, looking at you as her head is now severed, Dula is happy.
I'm just gonna have a mini heart attack, like, what? Ha! Oh! What? Dula, my dear, what are you?
I am a Dullahan, an undead.
Oh! You're the first I've met. I'm very ecstatic that it was you I met.
Well, I doubt many have been in these parts. We are made to be maids in Arkin by the vampire rulers.
Ah,
I am 1800 years old.
you are much older than me.
I get
But-
that.
Your beauty doesn't show your age.
I do not decompose.
Oh,
However, due to the nature of my existence, my head cannot be physically attached to my neck. It can be held
I
in
see that.
place, but it can never fully attach. And when I feel, my head loosens.
huh. Well, either way, I'm going to walk over and then I will say, do you mind? As I reach for her head,
Dula does not mind.
I will pick up her head very casually, very gently, and place it back on her shoulders.
As you pick her head up, you see she's very pale and cold as ice. When you pick her up, if she could blush, she would. She's like, Master is holding me.
Oh no.
And you see her body begin to like kind of have like anxiety attack.
I'm gonna be like, it's okay. And then I put her head down on her neck and I pat her on the head and then say,
Through a window, you just see Abby's face pressed against the glass.
oh no, it's gonna be a thing, isn't it?
Who knows?
With that said, I will take her hand in mine and say, when can you start?
Any moment that you wish me.
Okay. Thank you, my dear, if you don't mind. Cleaning up, or giving this place a quick cleaning while I continue with the
She conjures cleaning
reviews.
tools.
Ooh, fancy.
I come fully equipped to clean and serve anything you desire.
Excellent.
And she begins cleaning.
Yay! Alright, I now have a maid for the house. Wonderful. I will call in the next maid, because I have to let her know that she won't have a job until the inn is actually made.
Yeah. Unless you want 2 maids.
Holy. No, it's just the
Well,
one.
no, 3. Well, Abby's not that type of
Technically.
maid. She was a servant
No.
at first. And she just kept
Yeah.
the maid outfit. She's an assassin.
Yeah.
She's a murderer. Just don't even sugarcoat it. So who's the next person on the list?
D-Mel, I think.
Yep, Demel.
Perfect. D-Mel.
So, prepare for a flash from the past. Walking through the door, at first, wrapping around the frame of the door, is these black Icarus tentacles that slap around everywhere. And sliding in is a maid, humanoid in shape with sloppy black Icarus tentacles everywhere coming out of her body. And her maid outfit looks more like physically her body rather than an outfit. And she's holding a tray which looks like it has desserts on it and tea.
Ooh.
Her eyes are a void of like this luminescent yellow, and she has those same eyes all along her body parts, like on her tentacles, in her hair. And here is what she looks like.
Oh.
She is a oozling.
Sorry, I turned up a bit there. Lev does not understand why he's crying.
Wrong ancestor.
Yeah. I will look at her and say, "Hello, my dear. I am Lev, and your name is?"
Yimal.
The voice. This is perfect. Well, Demel, have a seat, and
She walks into the chair, and the chair kind of just sinks into her body, and she just sits down in front of it as she is like basically transferred herself through the chair, basically like
Lev is just
like pushing something
loving
into
it.
Jello.
Lev is just loving it. He loves that this creature
As she
exists.
walks in through the door, not a single stain remains. In fact, you see the trail of where she walked, and it's spotless, sparkling.
Yeah.
She kind of licks her lips as after she sits down.
So, Demel, I take it you're looking for the maid position.
Yes.
Being that I don't have any other people to, try and take your position, you would just
The
have to wait
head on Dula turns 180 as she's still cleaning. She doesn't say anything. She just looks.
Yeah. Demel, I will hire you as soon as the inn is built.
All of the eyes across her body just kind of just like widening like a yee kind of expression,
Yeah.
and you just see like ripples in the water. All the gelatinousness of her body just kind of just like ripples a bit.
Cool. I love it. I love it so much.
She puts a tray down. I also make really, really good teas and treats.
I would love to try all of them.
She slides it over. They look like pudding.
I will eat all the flan and pudding.
Oh my god, yes.
Give me the flan.
All right, so you
Shove it in my mouth.
Yeah, you just you eat it, and you feel something begin to move through your organs.
What?
Yeah, you feel it doesn't hurt, but you feel it like shifting through your organs, and you feel refreshed. Like, let's say you had an infection. You wouldn't have the infection. All the necrosis from the battle is gone. You are
Yeah.
fitter than you've ever been in your life.
I no longer have a cough.
You no longer have cancer.
Yay!
And you're like, why do I feel like I just got rid of cancer?
I just beat cancer.
Yes. By eating treats, pastries, and pudding. Pudding.
I love it. That is wonderful. I hope to be able to taste this almost every day.
Well, you don't need to hire me for that.
I don't?
No. She takes off one of her tentacles, or she like raises one of her tentacles up, hangs it over the empty tray of pudding, and just chops it off.
Oh no, this is a whole new term to eat you.
I'm very delicious.
I bet you. I know you are.
Yes, you are the healthiest thing to eat.
Oh my
Literally
goodness,
cures
I love it.
disease.
Oh. Well,
I had fun. I just so you know, I have fun making all of these people.
Good. All right. Well then, Demel, I will contact you as soon as the job is ready for you to fulfill.
When you say fulfill, her entire body just turns into a large, grinning maw. Like her whole body, like it shape changes into a giant mouth that just like it's grinning. As you say fulfill. And then she shape changes back into her normal shape.
Understood.
I'm also good at entertaining children.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm good at making silly faces.
Well, that's wonderful. There are many plans in the works at the moment. It's just all about rebuilding. Hello?
Yes?
There we go. Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you said all about rebuilding.
Yep. And then, yeah.
Is there anything
So,
else that you want to know that I can do?
Oh, no, I gotta be good. That's it.
Well, if there's nothing else you need me right now, I'll be wherever you need me.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. And she goes outside the chair. It's just a plain wooden chair, but it's fucking polished. It's got like that glistening varnished wood look to it
Yeah.
now. Just upgraded your chair.
Cool. All right.
Still have
Next person.
Also, remember, she did refill your treat tray.
Oh my god, yes.
So that's also sitting there with the tea. You got tea and treats right now. You also had that coffee. That coffee's still there.
Coffee.
All right, who's next on the list?
Stash.
Sash. All right. I had fun with this one. Well, I had fun with all of them. But... All right, you hear the sound of cowboy boots.
Chink, chink, chink,
Yep.
chink.
And walking in is what looks like a cowboy woman. She's got like the brown duster coat. She's got like the chaps. She has a bullet strap belt. She has mechanical chest plate. She has a cowboy hat on. She has short brown hair. One arm, her right arm, is mechanical, while her left arm is organic.
Yeah.
And she walks in. She's like, "What time is it?"
High noon.
Damn it! I was gonna make that joke.
Howdy.
Oh, howdy. Yeah.
Take it your Sash.
Yeah, I am.
Care to tell me about your experiences?
Well, I served in the military sniper division for 12 years. Before that, I was a desert ranger in the Valen Wastes of Pandora. Before that, I was a bounty hunter. And before desert ranger. And before that, I was an outlaw. But I don't do that no more.
Well, I appreciate that. And thank you for your service.
Yeah, the rangers appreciated that too. I kind of was on their wanted list, and well, when they couldn't capture me, they decided to just give me a chance to turn leaf, but not without a fight. I don't go down without a fight. I don't care who you are.
None of us should. I like it. I like you. All right.
I like you too.
So, you're here for the guard position. Just so you know, I'm all for you doing whatever means you feel is necessary for the job position. You will be getting 50 gold pieces, minus any damages that occur. You will get a bonus 10 gold for each violent that is resolved peacefully. We'll say.
Peacefully. Well, she looks at her piece.
I look at her and I give her the air quotes with my fingers. Peacefully.
Don't worry. She undoes. She just like with her thumb just undoes the chamber, and pulls out one of the bullets. I use rubber bullets.
Perfect.
So I'll deal with things peacefully. No one's gonna get killed on my watch. But you know, a little flick on the wrists. Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not. All right. Well, so far you have the job. I just need to see one more person, then I'll let you know what I decide.
Oh, I don't even have to show off. Damn, an easy job I really
Ah. You feel like showing off? I'm always happy to watch.
See here. Oh, I
And I
know.
give her a wink.
Well, she grabs a bag of coins. Here, throw this outside as high as you can. Make sure they fall out of the bag.
I will do just that.
All right, roll a dexterity check.
Hey, yeah.
And she finally gets her line. She just like quick draws. It's high noon. She shoots once though, and it ricochets against all 12 coins that were in the bag.
That's dope. And then, can I do a dexterity save to try and grab all the coins in the air?
Sure.
I gotta show off to her a bit. Eh.
I actually roll for her. Looks like she was about to do it as well, right? But you got just a little bit higher. Oh, wow. I bet you're pretty good with the piece as well.
I'm pretty good with my piece, and I give her a wink.
From her back, she pulls something off. Right, and then it extends into this large ass, high tech, semi auto sniper rifle.
Ooh.
This is my piece.
Are we gonna do a dick swing competition? You're gonna pull. I guess
This
I'll pull
thing
up a
is
Subway.
this thing goes from your knee to your shoulder.
Fair enough. That's a big piece.
Yeah. And she just neatly and compacts it back onto her back.
Cool. I like it.
As you're
All
outside,
right.
you see the last person that you have to interview just standing there.
Yeah. I will give them a bow and introduce myself.
She
Lev
does.
Rokozowski.
She kind of tries to do that fancy like twirl the hand as they bow,
Yeah.
right? And she takes her leave. You hear the sound of her boots making that jingly noise.
Yep.
All right, last person finally, and you're just staring at her. You're both just standing there, and she's just this girl, human girl. Where's her thing? So this human girl, she has medium length, like shoulder length, brown hair. She kind of has like this bit of a ditzy look on her. She has a long sword to her side, and like she's just like holding a bird on her finger, like a little bird flew down, just landed on her finger. She's just been standing there, and she's like trying to clap her hands, but she's like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Bird."
She's cute.
And what is her name?
Pastre.
Is it
I
my
think.
turn? Is it my turn?
Oh, she's cute.
She got thick legs.
Yeah. She got that hourglass. Anyways. Yes. You're last on my list. Would you like to talk
Aw,
inside? And I gesture
came
to the
in,
door.
when you say last, she's like, "Oh, I came in last place."
Yes, but that doesn't mean you lost. And then I will gesture for her to go inside.
Okay.
Cool.
She just
So we go
walks
back to
in,
my-
and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you have you have a maid."
Yes, we have two in fact.
Where?
Technically, one for his personal, and the other one is for work.
Oh, okay. She goes to sit down. She kind of just slumps on a chair. She has a very airhead look about her.
That is okay.
Yeah.
I do not judge. Anyways, so, Pastre, tell me why you want this job, and tell me about your experience.
Well, I was in the army, and then the war ended, and now I don't have a job.
That does pose as an issue.
The other girl that was here with the gun, she was also in the army, and she came back.
Yes, I believe she's got a bit more experience than you.
Probably. I was only in it for 5 years.
Oh yeah, that's still plenty of time though.
Yeah, most people died.
Ah, yeah, that is an issue.
Like, in one day, a lot of people died.
Yeah, I'm lucky that all my brothers made it back.
You have brothers?
I have many brothers.
Wow, your parents were... She starts laughing to herself.
I'll be like, yeah, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
I'm an only child.
Oh, well, family is wonderful, I have to say.
Yeah,
As per the position, Pastor,
that's my name.
yes it is. I would only need one guard until we get the expansion done.
I'm one.
Um,
I can be one guard.
yes, you can. Wow, having some difficulty here talking to you. Uh,
People say I'm
do you?
very easy. How are you having difficulty?
Oh, hun. Don't be easy. I'm gonna take her hand and I'm gonna pat the back of it and I'm gonna say, I would love to have you to work here, but would you be able to start next month?
Uh, she kind of like pauses, and you see the hamster wheel spinning. Next month.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? You can do next
Yes.
month?
She slow nods.
Okay. I'll hold her hand and be like, lovely.
She's about as tall as Ruby is. She's a big girl.
Got it. I'm gonna be like, do you need any help with, or do you have any questions? You gonna make it to next month? Do you need some help with the
Yeah,
thing?
I
Yeah?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't need to tackle anything.
Only if they get rambunctious
Oh, I can
or
do
the
that
fight
really
breaks out.
good then.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad.
I'm glad.
That's part of the job. All right. Well, that said, I will let her hand go and then thank her for coming. Thank you, Pastry. We will
Um,
contact you next month.
as you're like saying goodbye, right? Dula's head kind of like turns around to look at her, right? Full
Yeah.
80. Pastre looks at her. She screams, and then hold on.
Uh-oh.
She tackles into Dula. Dula's head comes off, flies in the air, just spinning slow motion. Right.
I will catch the head.
Dula's body's on the ground. This woman tackled into her like a train.
Ah!
Oh god, your head came off.
So, did I catch the head?
Roll dexterity to catch.
Dexterity. Ah!
You managed to like fumble. Oh, God. You just like have that awkward grabbing onto like a
Yeah.
wall, where you're using your forearms and holding it to your chest. Like I got it. It's fine.
I'll just cradle her head against my body, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I am fine.
Okay, I'm gonna pet her a bit and then be like, Pastry, would you mind letting her body go?
She looks like she is about to have a mental breakdown.
I'm gonna. I don't think that would do anything. I don't think.
What do you have that could diffuse the situation?
I grab. I go. Wait, that it doesn't do anything. Well, maybe. I grab the tea because I don't have anything that would really.
You don't have any abilities that you could use?
I don't think this would do it.
What,
Intellectual Fortress.
You or one
I don't
more
think it
creature
would do it.
within have resistance to psych damage as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, charisma savings? That would work.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Has advantage, so I'll just get 2 d20s.
Yeah, so I'm going to go. Pastry, calm down.
Okay, so that's an 11 minus. What was her stats? Okay, it's just a flat 11.
Okay.
She's breathing very, very heavily. She thinks she might have killed someone.
I cradle the head and I'm going to go over and I'm going to take her hand and then I'm going to try and get her to look at me and be like, watch, and I put the head back on Dula, and I like, Dula, please explain what you are and what just happened with your head, so that she doesn't feel like she murdered somebody.
Wow, your head goes back on. She's fine.
Wow, that was a quick 3, fucking 60, 180. Ah, stress.
She's like poking at like the neck where it touches. Wow, your head just goes back on. People, people can't do that. Are you a robot? I fought a lot of robots. I tackled giant ones to the ground. That was my job in the military. I would tackle siege breakers division is what they called us. We would tackle the large enemies and tanks and vehicles and things that were really big. I would tackle them down.
I cocked my head. I'm like, you remind me of a friend.
Oh, I don't have any friends here. What's his name?
Yeah, her name is Ruby.
That's
She's
a
go ahead.
cool name.
Yeah, I think it is too. Okay, Pastor. I need to make some, see some people after this. So if you don't mind, letting Dula get back to her job.
I don't mind.
Okay, thank you, Pastor. If you need any help, please come talk to me. I'm happy to help you.
You're really nice. She kind of just goes in for a hug. Just, she's a big girl and she just goes in for like a hug, and you're like what, 5'9", 5'11"?
I don't remember how tall I am. I'm 5'9".
5'9". So she's a lot taller, almost a foot taller than you. So you come up to just above her boobs. So she goes in for a hug. Though you have dexterous, are you trying to resist the hug?
It's a hug. I'm not gonna
Okay.
resist a hug.
Though you have the dexterous feat, the only way I can feasibly see this is a strength save.
Okay.
Just cause.
Ah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, a nat 1 is a nat 1 regardless of your dominant stat, so... Wow, you thought Mom's hugs were strong? This girl's being gentle and you feel like you could die.
Just... I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder, like... Or, I guess technically on her back, because I'm hugging her back. I'm gonna tap her on the back, like... Stop, please. Please stop. I can't breathe.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I'll be like, no. I enjoyed it. I really did. You give really good hugs.
No, she's like holding her head a little, like her head hurts. I'm not supposed to be rough with people.
Wasn't that rough? Yeah, you kind of cracked my back a lot, but
you're hunched right now.
yeah, I'm like, I was fine. It was very warm, and I enjoyed it.
When the war was over, and they told me that I had to go back to Rune, and there's no more fighting. They told me that I can't be rough with people anymore, but I don't understand how.
Listen, I can teach you. It would take quite a bit of teaching.
You need me as a guard?
Yes, I do.
But don't I need to... She looks like
You
her
don't have...
head is hurting, she's trying her damnedest, but she probably took a lot of blood force trauma to the head during the war, tackling into tanks. So she's trying her damnedest to understand things right now, because she also just came out of like half a decade of war.
Yeah.
So she was told to not be rough with people now that the war is over, but she's being hired for a job where she's got to be rough with people. But she's having conflicting thoughts about how everything works. And it seems to be very, very difficult for her and very confusing.
I don't know how to help her.
She kind of just like looks sad, and I'll just go.
No, no. Okay, well, damn it. All right, well, during my free time, I'm gonna teach her how, like, the differences of, like, or levels or degrees of rough and what, like, I'm gonna teach her.
Literally the next day, you see her like just sitting on a bench just down the street from the tavern, just like with her face in her like knuckles as she's just like resting, like she has her elbows on her knees and her fists like holding her head up, and she's just staring at the ground, deep in thought, which is not a whole lot going on there. So literally, like this is the next day after like all the interviews. You come back to the tavern. And you just see her there, just down the street on a bench.
I'll walk up to her. Good morning.
Huh?
Pastor, it's Lev. Do you remember me?
Yes.
How are you?
Hungry.
Care to join me for some food?
Oh God, yes.
Okay. I will take her to get some food.
Where would you take her?
There's no food at the tavern right now.
No, after the grand opening and all that, you had to get things refilled and figured out for opening up.
Yep. Well, I mean, I already made an order for all that. It's just that's for actual customers. I will take her home, basically.
Oh boy, this lost puppy.
Yeah, she is a lost puppy, and I feel responsible.
I mean, she was in the army.
Yeah, but she seems like one of those old vets that doesn't know how to take care of herself.
She's like early 30s.
Yeah.
But yeah, you bring, like, you just left to go to the tavern, and you come back, and like everyone's there, and they just see you walking with this very tall, big woman, and everyone's just like, "Wow, just threw Ruby under the bus, didn't ya?"
I'm like, yeah, shut up. She's came to interview for a guard position, and I feel a bit responsible for her for some reason. You'll understand when you start talking to her. But we need to get her some food.
You smell like the well, you had breakfast, but there's probably leftovers in the kitchen, possibly.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go.
You bring her inside, and sitting down at the table is your three brothers from the war. Right? They turn to see, oh, Pastre! Oh my God, you're alive! Damn!
Like,
You hear two. You literally hear two of them go, "Damn it!"
What?
They pull out their coin pouches and give Marco some money. He's just raking it in. Hey, Pastre, how's it going? God, she goes in, she tackles your brothers. She goes in, grabs all three of them, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's worse than Mom." Because they're all around your height, so not that tall. Like average height person. But she's huge, so she goes in and she just grabs all three of them. They're like, "Oh God." Well, I guess that makes sense why she's not dead. Hey, Pastre. Hey, Yuri. Hey, Marco. Hey, Mikhail. She seems to remember their names like nothing.
Huh. I will leave her with them.
Yeah. And then you Homer Simpson back up into the bushes to get away.
Pretty much.
Slink. And we'll end session here because it's almost 11.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Stop recording.